So, Dynamite is actually kind of a breather when it comes to the third Warp Room's time trials. There are several brutal ones in here, but Dynamite is kind of alright. As you can see here, I'm kind of struggling to shoot the clock, but make sure you don't miss that 3-second time freezer there, and spin the grass as always. The Bandifish actually caused me a lot more trouble than I expected on this level. I'd often end up hitting them right as they were spinning or things like that. And I tried to slide into that guy and then slide jump over the lava, but I completely missed the slide and had to readjust. And also, yeah, I had to do a hasty double jump there because, yeah, these Bandifish are really annoying. So I'm skipping Baby T, which is kind of unfortunate, but he is very fast, but you have to wait several seconds for the egg to break open and then to jump onto him, and that time's really not worth it. Yeah, if you skip Baby T the first time, his egg respawns there, but we're gonna skip him again. And we're gonna grab this big cluster of boxes. I think that running with the speed shoes here is probably faster than Baby T, I'm not sure. Hit lava there, but it really doesn't matter. This is another level that you can't go invincible in because there are only 2 masks, I think. And here I actually kind of screwed up a lot, but as you can tell by this being in the video, I still got platinum. So yeah, there's a bit of lenience on this level. Don't want to get caught in that box there, and want to make sure that you're in the current as much as possible. Yeah, this was a little bit clumsy overall, but it still made platinum, so I'm satisfied. Like I said, Dynamite is mostly a breather level, well, if a platinum relic run can even be called a breather. But as far as platinum relics go, this one's not that bad. I made it by a little under 2 seconds, and yeah, that developer record's pretty insane. So Deep Trouble actually took me quite a while, and it's not so much because of the time is actually pretty lenient, it's more a question of getting to the end of the level while going fast without dying. And I lost the submarine there, and this area here has always been annoying for me because sometimes you can make it with the cycles so that that thing there is positioned so that you can get through it quickly, and not have to wait for it. But anyway, as you can tell here, there are a lot of masks in this level, and that's because they really want you to just mask through the vortexes. That's pretty much the only way to get through this level quickly. I slowed down there slightly because losing a mask that shark is really bad, and getting through that vortex plus pufferfish combo with a mask intact is actually very good, so this was a good run. Now here, got stuck a little bit there, you can slip through there if you have a mask sometimes, but I prefer to play it a little bit safe, and I was lucky and actually got through there without losing a mask. Here I probably should be boosting more, but I wanted to play it a little bit safe to make sure that I got that 3-second time freezer, and here you actually only have room to go through the very center with the submarine, and here I don't really care about the submarine, I don't really care about those nitros, but I got to make sure that I have a mask to get through those, and there we go. So yeah, Platinum's pretty lenient, the real danger is just getting through the level without dying. And speaking of danger, High Time is very, very infamous among anybody who's gone for the Platinum Relics in this game. This is, in my opinion, one of the hardest Platinum Relics, but I found out that if you angle your bazooka through that corner, you actually can shoot the clock from pretty far away, which gives you a good lead. Now here, you want to hold down the jump button as you hit that bouncy rug, so that you don't have to jump on that genie, and here, as with Hang 'em High, you want to make sure you keep every single mask, because you have to go invincible here. You lose any masks, you may as well reset. Quickly jump down and get that, spin that guy. The cycles on the flying carpets are also a little bit annoying. I guess I should talk about the term cycles here. So, cycles is a term that speedrunners of platform games often use. It refers to like what position that moving objects are in when you reach them. And there are 2 kinds of cycles broadly: global cycles and local cycles. Local cycles, they start moving when you get close to them, but global cycles start moving the moment you begin the level. I'm pretty sure the carpets in these levels are on global cycles, and that's particularly annoying here because you kind of need to wait for these carpets if you're not positioned just right. It's always annoying to get a good run, only to have those 2 carpets at the end be in a really bad position. But yeah, that is a very hard platinum. This one is, weirdly enough, despite being a race level, not that hard. And I'm just going to cut ahead to when I, waited. I like to wait for a full loop of the song, just to be perfectly safe, to make sure that all the cars are out of the way. Now, I said back when I did the normal run of this level, that the normal strategy is not that different to the Platinum Relic strategy. That's actually because every single box in this level becomes a time freezer in time trial mode. This is the only level in the game that does this. So, basically, my strategy for getting first place and also getting the box jam is pretty much identical to how I drive getting the Platinum Relic. The only difference is I wait for all the cars to be gone so that I don't have to worry about smacking into them. Once you wait for all the cars to be gone, the Platinum on this level is really not that hard. You just have to do the race, hit all the boxes, and get to the end. So, I guess I can take some time here to talk about what I didn't get a chance to talk about back in Hog Ride, and that is that I admit that the developers of the Sane Trilogy kind of screwed up when it came to the controls for these levels. Particularly these boost pads. So you basically have to slam on the turn a few seconds before you even reach the corner for a turn to even register. And there's a very, very fine line between even turning at all and turning so much you swerve all the way off the road. It's really bizarre and it feels really, really clunky. It's almost as if you're controlling the wheel of the motorbike and not the motorbike itself, which I guess is a bit more realistic, but it doesn't really make sense for a video game. So yeah, here you basically have to hold down the turn, and there, as you can see, I missed that second boost pad. Which, at this point, I was actually panicking, because I was like, oh great, I missed a boost pad, I probably failed the platinum time here. As it turns out, though, I still managed to get it. So yeah, weirdly, despite being kind of a nightmare level done normally, this level's actually not that hard for platinum. But yeah, the developer record was 2 seconds ahead of me, probably because they hit that other boost pad. So, finally, doubleheader. This level's actually kind of a difficult time trial. It's generally agreed to be one of the more difficult out of the medieval levels, which makes sense seeing as the last. I still love the rain and thunder effect here. It's one of the things that in the original, they couldn't quite convey that so well. It looks amazing here. So I like to run on the wall to kind of cut over that corner here. Sometimes I like to run over the wall here, but okay, this knight, you need to make sure that he flies into those TNTs. If he doesn't, you may as well reset, because getting them on your own is just going to take too much time. So here, I like to do a regular double jump there, not a slide jump, because that, I don't know, sometimes when I slide jump, I actually end up jumping on top of the box, and that's a lot slower than spinning it. Now, here is something that's really interesting. So, this plain box right there, the one I just passed, in the original version of this game, that's a mask crate, and so you can go invincible on this level. It's not in this version, and I'm not sure why. So that actually makes the time trial here a little bit harder than it is in the PS1 version. Because with the mask, you can just run straight through the two-headed giants. It's kind of funny, it spins them away, just like a spin animation, they just go flying into the distance. But anyway, here I like to run across the wall, but make sure I don't fall in the pits. Trust me, I've done that before, and it really sucks. But yeah, that's the end of that level. I'll see you for Warp Room 4, which strangely isn't too bad.